There we go. Oh, are we now?
Doing it live.
Well,
Oh, are we?
we are actually.
Oh, are we?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, good.
All right. Let me bring up my little script here because we've been doing this for 904 weeks and I still need a thing in front of me. You know how that is?
Mm-hmm.
You know what that's like.
This is a scripted show?
Entirely scripted. Yes. Hello and welcome to episode number 904 of the Player One podcast for Tuesday, March 26th, 2024. I'm your host, Chris Johnston, and with me as always from Canada, Mr. Greg Seward.
Hello.
How's it going there, sir?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
How's it going with you?
It's going great.
All right.
Just dandy.
Good talk.
Mm-hmm.
Notice anything different about
Your camera angle's
my
different.
feed?
Yeah, you're a bit askew.
Bit askew.
Our view is askew.
Yeah.
What episode number is this, CJ?
90 something.
God. Hold on. I have to change the episode number. There
it goes.
904. No, I'm using my my PC instead of the Mac.
I didn't know you owned
today.
a PC.
I have
I didn't either.
I have a PC. I have a gaming PC. Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
well, la-dee-da.
it's sitting slightly over from your Mac,
Slightly over.
judging by the new vantage point.
We've been doing Enhance has been doing some streams with Humanity since the Quest version just came out. We've been streaming the Quest version. So in order to do that, I need to have the headset hooked up to the PC and run the feed and all that stuff.
And what is Humanity again, for those who may not be aware?
Well, it is an action puzzle game starring a very cute, very luminescent Shiba Inu.
Oh.
And you have to guide people to the goal across 90 story mode levels. Yeah.
Is it good?
It's fantastic. It's available now on Quest, PlayStation, and Steam.
Never heard of it.
Optionally in VR. But anyway, not optional, I guess, on the Quest. You have to play VR on the Quest. I suppose, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
So a little bit of an askewed view here. But from the great state of Washington, Mr. Phil Theobald is also joining us.
Oh, that's me.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going with you?
This is fine.
Is that your Wolf Team shirt?
This is my
game creative
staff. Wolf Team.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Nice.
That's right.
When you saw that logo, you knew it was probably going to be hot garbage.
Well, now hold on.
Or it could be really, really good.
You're not wrong.
No in between.
You're not wrong.
No in
when
between.
You see,
I wanna jump to the defense of Wolf Team, but once you get past Road Avenger, that's the game everyone loves them for. I think it's definitely more miss than hit.
Wolf Team games, were never particularly.
We should explain to the youngins that don't know what that is. What is Wolf Team?
Wolf Team is a video game development studio.
Was
out of Japan
during the 16-bit era.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff for the Sega Genesis,
the Mega Drive, and the Mega.
That's the one.
Yeah,
none of their stuff was particularly great, but it was always interesting.
Yeah, sure, we can go with that. So, but one thing to know about them that actually is relevant to today's gamer is that they became Namco's Tales studio.
Did they really?
Yep. That's what happened to Wolf Team.
That. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Amazing.
Yep.
So no sequel to Road Avenger coming.
Well, I mean, they didn't make Road Avenger. Oh. They ported Road Avenger.
That is true.
That's that was not their game per se. That was who made that? Was it Taito?
I believe that was a
Forget who
Taito
made
game.
Taito. Yeah, I think it was a Taito game. No. You know what? I don't know. Anyway, either way, it wasn't Wolf Team. They didn't create it. The
But
port
it says
for the
game
Sega CD
creative
was
staff.
quite it was
Wolf
quite
Team.
They
different.
ported it.
Okay.
The controls
was a
were
Data
different
East game.
and the music was different. It was a Data East game. That's right.
Yeah, Road Avenger was Data, or Road Avenger.
Yeah.
Road Blaster, Road
Prosecutor
was a
What
Data
was it
East
called?
game.
Road
The game that goes by
Prosecutor.
many titles.
It was
Or is
Road
it-
Prosecutor on the Laser Active.
That is
Really?
true.
Oh, okay.
Yep. One of the more expensive Laser Active games, but not expensive as Time Gal. Holy crap!
Yeah.
That goes for like $5,000.
Oof.
Yeah.
You can get that on the Nintendo Switch.
Yes, that Laserdisc collection.
That's
But
right.
again, I don't know if it's different on the Laser Active.
Now there's a Taito game.
Time Gal was great.
I mean,
I really enjoyed Time Gal.
I never played it.
And you know what? Looked
What's that?
fantastic on the Sega CD.
it really did.
Like
Well, it's
it's
because of the greens and reds.
I don't know what it is, what the reason is exactly, but somehow they managed to overcome a lot of the artifacting for full motion video games on the Sega CD. And I had forgotten that. I went back to play it, I don't know, like last year sometime for some
Yeah.
reason, and was really taken aback by how good it looked.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
There you go.
Wolf Team.
Wolf Team.
Game creative staff.
Wolf Team.
Wolf Team. That was the voiceover that
Yeah.
played over their logo whenever you turned
the-
on like
One of the first things I ever heard on
Viento.
a Sega CD.
Yeah.
or
Well, you
That
didn't
or
hear it
Evans.
when you turned on
That and the
Viento.
Digital Pictures logo with the radio static.
Oh yeah, I guess it wouldn't have
No.
had the voice for the cartridge games.
Solfeece on the Sega
Yeah,
CD
Soulface.
was where I
Ah.
first heard that.
That's not a good game.
It wasn't a terrible game
No.
either, but it wasn't
Yeah, what's wrong with Soulface?
on a
It's not.
system that had like Musha and Gyarus and stuff like that.
Right.
It didn't
Yeah.
stand out,
No.
Right.
except it was on Sega CD.
I mean, it was a pack-in.
A pack-in game. But the real excellent pack-in game was the Classics disc.
Sure.
Was it?
Did you play a lot of Sherlock Holmes?
I played a
I
lot of Sherlock
played-
Holmes.
I played a lot of The Colors of Modern Rock.
Ah.
Oh, you
well,
were
who
in the
did-
CDG?
Yeah,
who
that's
didn't
right.
play that? Yeah.
Yeah, because it had They Might Be Giants on it. That's where Phil's going with this.
But that was not They Might Be Giants were not on the CD plus G.
No.
No, they were,
They
in the
were on the
music sampler.
CD.
They were on the music
CD.
sampler.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but Information Society was all over that CD plus
Mm.
Pure
Mhm.
energy.
Pure energy. Dun, 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 dun. Pure energy.
I remember, so I had my Sega CD hooked up to my Apple IIgs RGB monitor. I'd gotten
Nice.
a cable from, they mentioned it in
CJ
EGM.
did everything just a little bit different.
What was
You
the
notice
name
that?
of the place, Phil?
From Redmond Cable.
Redmond Cable. Even I
You
knew
may
that.
remember.
Redmond Cable.
It was like a
Went to
year
their
or so
office.
ago
Yeah.
when I tracked down
it
the
was longer than
location
that.
of Redmond Cable, and sadly they had closed.
Yeah.
Like during the pandemic, I believe, was when they finally.
Yeah, that was 4 years ago, by the way. Oh, you okay? Sorry, I don't think it was last year that you did this. I think it was longer than that.
I
It
think
probably
longer
was.
than that. Yeah.
It probably was.
It was
Time
like
means
2 years
nothing.
ago.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You'll be 50
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Wait, is that
Shit.
true?
Yeah, it's gonna feel
Or
like it.
my goodness.
something. What was it? Last week. My wife and I were somewhere, and she's like, "He's going to be 47 this year." I was like, "Fuck, 47."
Wait, so are you? Aren't you gonna be 47?
she was referring to me being
Oh,
47 this
okay.
year. Yeah,
I thought you were
was
saying
like,
she
"No."
said that,
Yeah,
September
must suck.
20th, 2022
There you go.
was when I
was when you went there because you took pictures.
did. I took
Yeah,
I took a picture.
a picture.
Yes.
But yeah, I got a Redmond cable and hooked it up to my RGB monitor, which was great. Some
Would've looked
games you could
amazing.
really see the detail that you couldn't on a regular
The
NTSC television.
the Genesis looks great with an RGB cable.
Yeah, it
it
does.
always
Oh,
did.
Yeah, it
absolutely.
does.
That was something that the Super Nintendo needs a little bit more mod work to make it look great. Which I think recently has really started to happen, but it always had a bit of a soft, like almost like a color shift going on. But man, the Genesis, you put an RGB cable on that thing and it is razor sharp. I remember EGM running the pictures of Batman and the "Don't Walk" sign constantly.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but it just it there's something about that system. It just enjoys an RGB signal and it looks fantastic.
Well, I obviously had played a lot of Quackshot back in the day, and Quackshot, fantastic game on the Sega Genesis, and there were little details in the background that I didn't notice when playing just on a regular TV, like in the catacombs level, like the torches also had skulls like in the middle of them or something. And I'd never noticed that they were skulls until RGB cable. It was fantastic. But I played a lot of Sega CD games on that monitor, and the CD plus G
That would have been great.
was one of those that I enjoyed quite a bit on my good monitor.
That's where you watched all your virtual VCR.
I was just gonna say, did you
Virtual VCR?
enjoy some Mr. Big on the virtual VCR?
That's right.
What was the video that Penn and Teller directed that's on there?
That was Donna Everywhere.
Donna Everywhere. Yeah.
By Too Much Joy, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was the other song that was two kittens?
Two Kitten Style Christmas.
Two kitten style.
Two
Christmas.
monkeys like the zoo.
Well, that was on the CDG disc.
No,
right?
it wasn't.
No?
It was Colors of that was on the virtual VCR.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was definitely on one of the sampler discs that came with the console too.
Was it?
Because I never had the virtual VCR disc, but I did have that song on one of those discs.
I believe it's Two Kittens Die on Christmas.
Yes.
Are the actual lyrics, but I always misheard
like
it.
Yeah.
As style.
Yeah. Two Kittens Style Christmas.
Two monkeys at the zoo. Oh, whoa.
Yeah. I haven't got a clue.
Yeah. Terrible video.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna say I'm all about this opening conversation, by the way. If we want to talk about just Sega CD memories for the next hour and a half, I'm down.
I'm for it.
We could. Good. I'd be fine with that.
Ugh.
Oh man, but I guess we should kind of talk about some other video game news. And by the way, there's just nothing happening in video games right now.
What? Well, that's the point. What's more interesting?
Look at news sites. They are
than virtual VCR.
They are scraping the barrel of the news to talk about Dragon's Dogma 2 microtransactions and how peeved everybody is off about those, even though every Capcom game for the last like 4 years have had those exact same style microtransactions. So I don't know, right? Really scraping that bottom of the barrel. But hey, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something better.
That took a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, CJ, let's do that.
So the director of the Zelda movie.
There's a Zelda movie?
This is a live action movie. Yeah.
Right.
You know the director.
No, I'm just kidding.
That famous director of the Maze Runner trilogy.
Jesus.
What?
Nothing.
Wes Ball.
Yeah.
Maze Runner trilogy, and he's also directing Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which
Phil told me I should watch.
We talked about.
Well, that's the new one. I don't know if you should watch that. Wait. Yeah, that's the new one that's coming out.
That's the new one that is coming out. Correct.
I hope that one's good.
The director of the Zelda movie is also responsible for that. So
I hope it's good.
Maybe we'll get a little preview of how good the Zelda movie is going to be via Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. You need to watch, Greg, Rise of, Dawn of,
yeah, I know,
and War 4. Now, hopefully Kingdom of will also be good. But those other three are fantastic.
Maybe. But anyway.
There's no maybe. They are fantastic.
Yeah. Well, yes, they are.
Yeah.
So the director his quote is, "I've been thinking about it for a long freaking time of how cool a Zelda movie would be. I want to fulfill people's greatest desires. I know it's important, this Zelda franchise, to people, and I want it to be a serious movie, a real movie that can give people an escape.
I hope it's great.
I hope it's good too.
That's a mighty task to undertake. A lot of people to try to please.
There was
As long as we get one excuse me, princess, I'll be happy.
just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Perfect example of what I'm talking about.
You know, my daughter knows about that.
About
excuse me, princess, and she
really
has never seen that Zelda.
Does she know what Lou Albano is?
She might.
Does she know what rank in the Navy Lou Albano holds?
She is way into memes, internet memes, and
did you play
Me Princess is, of course, a very.
Did you play Arzette with her?
I have not. No,
apparently
I have not played
some of the people who worked on the CDI Zelda worked on that game.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
There's a picture,
worked on.
Well, I don't know, but there was a picture posted by I don't know if he was the designer or what, but with some members of the original CDI Zelda crew, and he said how excited he was to meet them in person. And
I know some of the voice actors.
Well, maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
Were in this game.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I see. Well, maybe we will get that. The director also continued, I want to try to create, it's got to feel like something real, something serious and cool, but fun and whimsical.
And
he was gesticulating like that, going pew pew.
Pew pew. Doing the old finger guns.
What's he gonna say? I'm gonna make a movie, it's not gonna be very good. I hope nobody likes it.
I want it to be one note. I want the plot to go nowhere.
This is the director of the Garbage Pail Kids before that film came out said the exact same thing.
And I want
the pulled it off.
To be angry.
Yeah. No,
pew pew.
That's true. Pew pew. What was it? Somebody who worked either on one of the DC movies or Star Wars things said something recently about trying to please all of the fans and how that's just a fool's errand.
Well, yeah,
you're not going to be able to do that.
That's what I was getting at, is that you're kind of, I mean, that's what you're taking on with Zelda.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's so universally beloved, but also, I mean, there's quite a split within the fan group, the fan base itself, right? I mean,
oh sure,
Zelda's not what Zelda once was,
right?
So I don't know.
Who knows? Gonna turn out he really liked Zelda 2, and this is gonna be like,
well, then I am all in.
There you go.
What's with the Zelda 2 hate, CJ?
I have always disliked Zelda 2. I thought this was something that we've talked about before.
We have
plenty of.
Although it's still surprising every time I hear it.
It is a little weird,
distressing. Yeah,
can't deal with the difficulty spikes. All right. Speaking of difficulty spike, PlayStation, a year after launch, has reportedly paused PSVR 2 production due to slow sales. And of course, the difficulty
lack of Astrobot.
The difficulty spike is convincing people to buy it.
I really thought difficulty spike was leading into like a Degrassi High story of some kind, but
I've never seen even one episode of
You're the worst.
No, is that not even one?
Spike was a character in Degrassi High. Spike was the character that linked the old Degrassi show to the new Degrassi.
He had the hard hat,
it was a she, first
boots,
of all.
Friends with Bumblebee.
Yeah, no, I get it.
He was a character from the old Transformers cartoon. That I've seen. But then I'm not Canadian. So we aren't required to watch.
No, I wasn't. I was less worried about your nationality and more about your taste.
As part of our middle school curriculum.
You know, we never did watch that as part of school curriculum. But we were also, in school when it was debuting. So we were watching it as it was released.
You were
my children have watched it as part of the school curriculum.
Oh, really?
Yep.
This is what junior high was like back in the 80s?
Sure. In Ontario.
Yeah, exactly.
Degrassi's a great series. You guys are the worst.
By the way, let's take another tangent. Let's just keep going on the tangents. So
I get no games to talk about this week, so I'm happy to waste as much time as possible on everything else.
I know. My daughter has gotten really into Naruto.
Okay.
And after criticizing me for watching any anime
Oh,
at all, she like has seen the Ranma cell on my wall and said, "Oh, you like anime?" It's like, yeah, I
what?
used to like anime. And so she's
Look at
really
CJ trying to distance himself. I used to
Yeah,
like
I
it.
used to like.
Yeah.
She
I
says
haven't-
whatever Daddy watches actually called Annie May. Annie May. He'll watch anime.
Anyway, so but she really likes Naruto, and she also like really likes any sort of fish out of water, like
So
ported
all
to an-
anime?
portal to another world type thing, which is of course a very wide spectrum of anime.
There's a term for that.
Isekai,
Anime?
Was that what it is?
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, and
Mr.
also just
Mr.
anime.
I don't like anime over here.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe you're referring to isekai. The
That's
isekai
right.
subgenre.
Yeah. And so we started watching a couple different shows. First of all, I got a Crunchyroll membership,
Okay.
a trial.
Of course you did.
Figuring that here we'll load up some anime, try some things out, see what she likes, and nothing that's too
Uritsaki Doji,
Yep.
nothing that's too pervy
Akira,
or anything like that. No Akira. I don't think
Grave
she's
of the
ready for Akira.
Fireflies.
No. No.
That one is
But-
that is funny. That is a funny show.
Oh,
What?
No,
that's
God.
awful.
Going into another story now, we're just
Oh.
Well, I love it because we won't ever let you tell a story without just interjecting something
Yeah.
every 5 seconds. So we'll never get back to this story, but keep going.
Well, in college, I only went to college for 1 year, right? But I was a member of the school anime club because of course I was, and introduced anime to a bunch of friends. But
We
anyway,
didn't have a school anime club.
we rented. Two of my friends were like, "Oh, we like this anime thing." We went to Blockbuster and we went to the anime section. We rented 2 videos. One was Akira, and the
Mhm.
other was Grave of the Fireflies.
Jesus.
And they
That'd
watched
be a
Grave of the
depressing night.
Fireflies first. It was just very depressing.
Because, I mean, while Akira isn't as depressing as Grave of the Fireflies, obviously, it's pretty
yeah.
depressing.
Well, you don't want to chase Grave of the Fireflies with
parts,
Akira
yeah.
either. You don't want to chase.
You chase it
Grave
with Totoro.
Well, if you want to
There you
be
go.
correct to the original theatrical release,
That's
yes,
right.
you do, which is
Oh,
I
I
can't
don't really
even
like anime, but I
understand.
can tell you what order these all came out.
Oh, yeah. So
Yep. Yep.
My God, CJ.
well, in Japan, Studio Ghibli got part of its funding from education, and as part of it, they showed school children Grave of the Fireflies and then chased it with Totoro, which is
Yep.
I think that makes a
effing
lot
crazy.
of sense.
Sure.
Well, no, I think showing Grave of the Fireflies, especially in the Japanese school system, would make a lot of sense.
Oh, no,
Well,
I
yeah.
absolutely agree. Yeah, but it's a very sad movie.
Boy, it really is.
Out of
Anyway.
focus.
You are out of focus.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Yeah.
with
What's
that?
going on with that?
All right.
Your camera is stained from your tears,
That's what it is.
having watched Grave of the Fireflies.
now to step back one step.
Whoa.
Here.
Whoa.
Yikes! What is
There we go.
happening there? We started watching Fushigi Yugi, which is like a
remember that show.
mid-90s show. It's
Right.
also an isekai. and and anyway, my daughter is loving it, which is great because it's a good show in general. But I also realized that back in the mid-90s, man, they did a lot of recaps. Like on the previous episode, there's this, and then you have like a 1.5 minute long opening theme, if not longer. And then at the end, there's
Yeah, papa.
the end credits and the next episode preview. So there's only like 18 minutes of animation in there.
Look,
And then
animation's expensive.
I was gonna say that's
back
how
in the
they
day-
were so prodigious because they just were only churning out a half an episode every time.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Then
A lot of- even with
every
the
several episodes, you
recap.
need a recap episode.
Yeah,
Even
you need a clip show.
exactly. Even
Yeah.
with the recap,
Global's report.
last time on Fushigi Yugi, this happened. The main character oftentimes thinks about things that happened in the past, and they replay those animations at that
There you
time
go.
too. Anyway,
Or your Dragon Ball, and you span like 5 episodes with one fight.
yes.
I've never.
But we're
seen
also
Dragon
watching. We're all watching Delicious in Dungeon on Netflix, which is a very good show, and I enjoy that show quite a lot. But I'm looking for recommendations on other modern anime. It can be stuff that's on Crunchyroll that we should watch.
Ball. You should ask your best friend Mike
So,
Start watching
maybe I
Attack on Titan.
because
I don't know if I want to watch.
He watches the
Attack on-
animes.
Is it
Finn
Attack on-
loved Attack on Titan,
Is it? Yeah.
and you know
Okay.
what? Dana and I got into it as well.
Is it too violent though?
I mean,
I
I
know what you've shown Charlotte.
yeah, I know the stuff you've shown your kids. So
Is
no,
it too violent?
No.
Yes. Is
But
it too
also-
violent in context of what you've already shown her? Probably not.
Yeah.
it is. I mean, yes, it's violent. There are people being eaten,
Mhm.
but a lot of the like actual gore is implied or off camera,
Ah.
shown in silhouette, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So tasteful gore.
Tasteful
Yes.
gore. Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, anyway,
It's got
to,
some banger theme songs, let me tell you.
go back one more step in this tangent inception. We were talking about PlayStation pausing PSVR 2 production due to slow sales. Yeah.
Yeah, no
Right.
shit.
And apparently they have a backlog of unsold units. So yeah, Bloomberg reporting. And Sony has only shipped 2 titles, which really is Call of the Mountain and then Gran Turismo 7's VR
Oof.
mode.
I mean, to be fair, saying Gran Turismo 7's VR mode it minimizes it. I mean, the whole game can be played in VR.
Yeah.
It's not just a mode.
Well, and
right?
I wish more games would allow you to do that. Like,
Yeah.
I think if I could play The Last of Us in VR, I probably would.
Mm-hmm.
But tools like the Unreal Engine, I don't know if you've seen this, heard about it, whatever. There's an Unreal Engine plugin that can make any Unreal game a VR game.
Interesting.
So fully playable in VR. So yeah, like to me, I wonder why Sony has not pushed more for that. But oh well. Anyway, apparently it is not doing too well. Still over $500. It's probably not surprising. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
And no Astrobot.
Yeah. And no Astrobot.
And no Astrobot.
Yeah.
You got to have a library. Come on.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with that. All right. So Rainbow Cotton. Let's talk about Rainbow Cotton here.
Oh,
So a remake of Rainbow Cotton is coming to the Switch in May. I guess actually it's coming to more than just the Switch. It's coming to PS5, Xbox, Switch, PS4, and Steam.
yes.
So, Phil, have you ever played Rainbow Cotton? I know you are a Cotton fan.
I do
and
enjoy the Cotton games.
You enjoy cute 'em ups,
Side-scrolling shooters.
side-scrolling shooters with cute characters, often referred to as cute 'em ups.
With an adorable little anime witch.
Yeah,
It's a
Anime.
what's that term?
it's an isekai.
It's not an isekai,
No,
but I wanted to point out that it's not an isekai
Uh,
to
just in
any
case you were wondering.
anime fans out there. This one is
Yeah.
not an isekai. Rainbow Cotton was originally developed for the Sega Dreamcast, and it was released, as far as I know, only in Japan.
That's right.
I'm assuming there was not a European release for it,
I don't think so.
but there was definitely not a North American release.
No, but I do remember this game getting fairly good scores in the pages of Die Hard Game Fan magazine.
But
Yeah,
who
and I think
trusted
I
that?
remember seeing screenshots of it in Die Hard, and maybe EGM covered it too, but definitely Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they were trying to sell them at their stores.
That's
Yeah,
yep,
that's what I mean.
exactly. That's why I got like 100%. Yeah.
But
So have you
yeah,
ever played Rainbow?
I'm looking forward to this. I've never played Rainbow Cotton.
I've never played it either. I played the side-scrolling Cotton games.
Yes.
I had one of them on the Saturn. I think Cotton 100%, maybe.
Cotton 100%
Saturn?
was originally, I think that one was just for Super Famicom. You might have had maybe Cotton 2 or Cotton Boomerang.
That's I think 2
Okay.
is probably what I had.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never played Rainbow Cotton, but the screenshots look cool.
Yeah, Rainbow it's not side scrolling. It's a
3D shooter.
3D into the camera or into the screen. Similar to the Mega Drive's Panorama Cotton, which was, of course, the first kind of 3D Cotton game, and a bit of a kind of a technical achievement for the Mega Drive, right?
Yeah, very well regarded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, I will definitely be picking up the Rainbow Cotton.
Yeah.
Remake.
The Cotton games on Switch go on sale fairly often, and they're really fun shooters.
They are
in general side-scrolling shooters.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about Princess Peach Showtime here for a second, only to maybe mention that we finally know who the developer is. It's Goodfeel.
Yep.
That was not known before launch, but also it is Goemon designer Etsunobu Ebi's first game in over 25 years.
Yes,
man, these game development cycles are getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last game he directed was Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. Is that correct?
Yes, for the Nintendo 64, 1997's Mystical Ninja starring Goemon.
Which was a great game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Working Designs?
I hear that it is.
No.
Working Designs was going to release the PS2 game, right? Wasn't
yes.
that the one?
I know. I just like bringing up Working Designs every time we talk about Goemon.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, they were going to bring over the not terribly great PS2 Goemon game.
They did a very different.
I'm sure they would have fixed
it. Game. It was Working Designs would have added their trademark humor to it, made it.
Well, I mean,
funny.
Goemon games tend to be pretty humorous anyway.
No, Phil, that would have been the wrong humor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
More Clinton jokes, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Many more.
Okay.
Of those.
Yeah. I see. They also would have made it more difficult for no reason.
For no apparent reason.
Yeah.
Yep. It's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good night, everyone.
Yep, that was it.
I guess
Hope you enjoyed our show.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was saying, not much happening.
Apparently,
Video games. We need a Nintendo Direct or something to like shake things up. I thought GDC week and PAX East week would be chock full of news.
Full,
but
full of chalk.
That wasn't really the case. So I guess that means we can go right into
tweets.
Tweedly deedly dee.
What you
tweedly deedly dee. Tweet.
Stop. Phil.
It's too late. I've already started.
God. No.
Oh.
What you been playing is what I was about to say.
Oh.
Yeah.
What you been playing? What you been playing? What you been playing?
There we go. I'll go first.
Good, because I got nothing
this week. Okay, good. Hey, I played the Princess Peach Showtime demo, in part because of the
That's
go.
crazy. We were just talking about that.
I know, right?
What a coincidence.
in part because of the Goemon director news. I thought, hey, let's check this game out. And yeah, it's pretty interesting actually. It's cute.
Now, is this an
It's
isekai?
no.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no because she's
Okay.
in the normal world, but in different theaters and
Right.
plays.
But
Yeah,
Peach is
so it's
still
not.
within
She is not being transported to another
a
world.
mushroom
Millions of
kingdom.
peaches.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no isekai here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what we do have is a really interesting little game that introduces some fun mechanics. I played, of course, the sword fighter stage that they had in the demo, and then the patisserie Peach uh, level in the demo where they have you decorating cakes.
Oh.
And it was pretty fun, pretty cute. Like the little mini games they have going were pretty entertaining, pretty fun,
Mm-hmm.
and I imagine it keeps that same kind of tone through the rest of the game. But of course, Phil, it's on your list as well, so you can probably talk about that a little more.
You'd
But
think so. But I've mostly been playing like a dragon.
oh,
No, I did pick up Princess Peach Showtime.
yeah,
And boy, oh boy, I really have to train myself to not call it Super Princess Peach,
mm,
which is a different game.
Completely different game.
Yeah.
yeah, on the Game.
And I picked it up and I played like the little introductory bit and I played through that first stage where you are in you get the sword fighter
Yeah,
outfit. And it seems cute.
it is very cute. In the
It's
sword fighter thing, you're like attacking vines that have in closed the city and the
yes.
castle. You're rescuing the king. It's quite fun.
The pacing of it does feel more like a Kirby game than a Mario
Yes.
game,
Yeah.
in that it's a little, it's slower and obviously challenges are built around Peach's different outfits, it would seem.
Mhm.
So it doesn't have that kind of Mario actiony vibe to it, but you know what? I like Kirby games,
Yeah. But you do have to
so
like
having kind
time
of a
your attacks as the sword fighter Peach. There is a little bit of like dodge and parry and
yeah.
all of that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems
Cool.
like it's going to be a fun game. So,
Mhm.
yeah, like I said, I've barely touched it, but the
Yeah.
little bit I played seems promising. So, and obviously the director has a lineage of games that I quite enjoy.
Yes.
So, that's good news for me.
Victor Ireland?
No, you see, you're thinking of
You're still doing the working designs thing.
you're thinking of
Yeah.
of the PS2 Goemon
Oh,
game,
sorry.
which
Well, no, that
They-
one never came out here.
they didn't even
So
release it.
how could I
No,
be thinking of that one?
they didn't release that one. They were going to, but I believe Sony said no, thank you. They may not have said thank you.
They probably didn't say thank you.
No,
But he'd already thrown a hissy fit and left Sega, so he couldn't do it again.
that's true.
Sorry, that's
Yeah.
a different story.
Mm. Yes. And hey, we were just talking about PSVR 2 not having an Astrobot game. A game from the developers of I think it's Rich's Plank Experience uh on the Quest have come out with a new game called Max Mustard, and this is a 3D platformer, very much cribbing from Astrobot Rescue Mission. Very similar gameplay, I would say, to that.
What's this called?
It's called Max Mustard.
Max Mustard.
Yeah, very much cribbing from the Astrobot playbook. It is a sort of into the screen 3D platformer, and you control Max Mustard is a character that you're controlling for the platforming, but you as the player with your Quest controllers are also in the world and controlling things as well. Like in the first level, you get a gun which you can then use to shoot flying enemies as they zoom past,
Yeah.
Pew
and
pew.
pew pew, and little targets that show up in the level that you can shoot and get some bonus coins from those, which then you can use to buy power ups for Max. And yeah, it's a fun little platformer. It scratches the same itch, I think, as
This
an
does look
Astrobot
like
game.
this does look like I'm watching a video. This looks like Astrobot.
It's
Holy
very
cow! It looks
much they're
God,
cribbing.
Max here has the same like little hovery
Little
boot
hover jump.
thing.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So if you were like, man, I wish they would make a new Astrobot game, or I'd like to play an Astrobot game, but I didn't have a PSVR 1, and Sony sure as heck doesn't seem to be making one for PSVR 2. If you have a Quest, you can get Max Mustard and pretty much get that a similar experience.
Is this good?
It is good, yeah.
Is this good? Okay.
It is good. I would highly recommend it. I can give you a referral code, get you 25% off of
Oh,
Max
hey.
Mustard, sir.
There you go.
I like
So,
that.
I'll do that.
Well, thank you very much, CJ.
Yeah.
Or
I think you'd like it. I think you'd really like
or
it.
as they say in Japan, isekai.
That's not right.
Isekai.
I saw you on Duolingo starting up Japanese again, so you should.
What you did?
It gave me a notice. It's said Phil Theobald has come back, and he's
Oh, I accidentally clicked that. Yeah. I didn't actually.
You didn't actually do it. You just
I
clicked
didn't
the
actually do it,
notification
no.
on your phone. Oh,
No.
okay.
No. It's just the icons on my home screen, and I accidentally tapped it when I was trying to
Click something else, sir.
Yeah.
I see. I know how that goes.
Sorry.
I oftentimes click the Facebook icon when I didn't mean to.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. All right. And then I've been playing the heck out of Helldivers 2 because it's a fantastic video game and I love playing it. They did an update last week that apparently broke energy-based weapons or lightning-based weapons in the game, so it would make your game crash intermittently. So the developers weren't able to put out a patch before the weekend, so instead they encouraged everybody to not bring those weapons with them into
I don't know.
levels.
That sounds like something the bugs would say.
Well, exactly. They
Oh.
played it up like the bugs had done something, and energy weapons.
Oh my.
I'm
so
really I dig it. I have to say.
I just love the sort of in-world and out-of-world stuff they have going in Helldivers 2. It's so fun, and just the game in general is still great. I'm still I think I talked about last week I was using energy weapons, the lightning weapons, and so I stopped doing that this week. But I'm really liking the sickle, which is in the new Battle Pass Warbond thing. That is a really, really cool weapon that you don't have to worry about ammunition with so much because it recharges as long as you don't fully expend all of the ammunition in your clip. And it's just great. It's just a great video game, and I love playing it. And played with a bunch of folks from our Discord and with our good friend Mike, and it's just a great game, just a great video game. Even with all of the technical problems that they've been having, it's still great. So that's all I've been playing. Yeah, Greg.
Nothing. No. We did finish our latest season of Gran Turismo 7 this past week. And I want to say thank you to all of our listeners who joined me for the season. It was awesome. It ended on a really high note. Congrats to Ken for winning his first championship. He's been super close many times, and I really enjoyed in that final race racing against him and Mook, who was the previous champion. So anyway, that's it though. I just wanted to call that out. Otherwise, I've been so busy. We are fully in the overlap of different sports for the kids. So if I don't know if it happened this
Alan Wake too.
Yeah, if it happened this week, it was either volleyball, hockey, lacrosse, baseball, flag football, or badminton. It was one of those things I was doing every night. So,
I see.
yeah, not playing video games. I'm sorry.
Not playing video games. Not even a little Picross.
No, although you know what? I should buy that and just take the Switch to bed each night and do a puzzle.
Yeah,
It's great fun. It's still.
absolutely.
I have been playing a lot of Picross S Plus still. It's so good. So good. Anyway, all right, Phil.
I too have been too busy with lacrosse to play anything this week.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that's
not true.
That's not true. I mean, I've been very busy with lacrosse, but I've found time to play games as well. The aforementioned Princess Peach Showtime, which seems very cute. The aforementioned Yakuza : Like a Dragon, which I am.
Yakuza's : should be the next game's title,
and it should be a VR game.
Yeah,
like Microcosm, but
yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, I got my bottle of stuff that I have to drink for. Speaking of colons.
Speaking of colons, let's talk about CJ's.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Well, you're an old man now. Welcome.
Yeah. When did this happen? When?
Well, I mean, that's
pretty
just
recently.
That's how time works.
Yeah.
So you have to drink your
stuff.
Giant thing of squirt juice.
That's the medical term for it.
Yes. You sure you're supposed to drink that? If it's called squirt juice, I'm not sure that's the end it goes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
have fun.
Yeah.
It's not pleasant.
I have heard that. Yeah. Even the directions say, guess what? It's not gonna be
guess what?
Yeah, they don't.
They don't try to sugarcoat it at all.
The directions just start with a solid 5 lines of laughing.
The directions I got say, like, if you feel nauseous, get up and walk around and try again.
Yep. If you feel nauseous, too bad.
Too bad.
You still got to finish it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Did they? You know, when I had to do it, they gave me the big jug of stuff. Yeah. And they also gave me like a little packet. They're like, this is it's like a little bit of kind of lemony flavor.
Oh, see, I don't think I have the lemony flavor.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, it doesn't help.
Just makes your vomit a little bit more aromatic.
Vomit, right?
No, it's not vomit.
It's vomit out the other end.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, it's I don't know if you've had a colonoscopy yet, Greg, but they don't go in the vomit route.
No.
You know, I haven't had one.
Well,
you haven't? Oh.
No.
Something to look forward to.
Except I have middle of April.
Yeah, it's no fun. You know what? Maybe call me a weak man, but
constantly
about 2/3 of the way through drinking that, legitimately started crying. Just
no.
Oh yeah, no.
Don't tell me this.
It really wasn't fun at all. But you know what?
It's supposed to be fun.
Here's the thing.
Medical procedure, yeah.
Drinking that stuff makes the actual procedure itself like nothing.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, this is great.
Oh, it's already been so bad that
this is fantastic. All I have to do is lie here. I don't have to drink any of that stuff.
Yeah.
This is great. No. Spend as much time as you want back there. I'm just going to relax and think about how I'm not drinking that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's awesome.
Anyway, what were we saying about your colon?
We were talking about Yakuza : Like a Dragon.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Not Princess Peach : Showtime.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Like a Dragon. I've passed the 70% story mode completion mark. After like 66 hours or so. So I'm doing well.
Okay.
I have mastered the business management mini game. I have
Nice.
become my Ichiban holdings have become the highest ranked stocks in
I love Ichiban anime.
Oh no, you're thinking of the old PS2 Goemon game.
Oh,
That's
right.
different. That was
Victor
working
Ireland's.
designs.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
So I have a nice easy way to earn millions of yen with minimal effort now that I can just sit back and let my businesses rake in the dough. But to answer your question, Bill Mudron in the chat, of course the chicken is one of my board members. Don't be a fool. Of course the chicken is one of my board members. In the business mini game, you do like a week's worth of business, and then you have a shareholders meeting, and you have to bring some of your employees to. It's like a boss fight where you have to
Like a real
convince
business meeting.
your shareholders that you're doing well, and because Yakuza is Yakuza, one of them is going to be a chicken whose name is Omelet. And he, I guess she is a very effective member of my crew.
There you go.
So, I am really enjoying that game. The thing I love the most about the Yakuza series is you will sit through like a 20-minute cutscene that is just all hard-boiled crime drama, talking about different warring families, and it's all very, very serious. And then when you go back to the game, you fight a giant Roomba, and then you go on a date with a ghost, and then you fight a monkey in an excavator. And then there's another 20 minutes of very serious crime family drama. So, but I have reached a point in the game. You know, I've talked about the fabled difficulty spike that game has. I have entered that zone. Luckily now I am generating enough money where I can start buying higher end weapons and armor. I can start wasting high powered special attacks because I can just quickly run into a restaurant and purchase elaborate meals to heal up my party to regenerate lost HP or magic points. But I did hit a point where I am fighting a boss. I've entered the bad guy headquarters, and I have encountered a redacted boss because it's kind of a spoiler. And this boss mopped the floor with me because he's like 10 levels higher than me. So I have reached a point where I am just going to have to run around the city and grind and get my level up for a bit. So, which is a bummer because I hate grinding, but
got to do what you got to do.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So, oh boy, but what a blast! I am really digging that game. So, I will certainly be moving on to play Infinite Wealth after this. Although I have been told that before I dive into Infinite Wealth, I should go and play the Like a Dragon Gaiden game, which stars Kiryu.
Yeah, and that's on Game Pass.
Well, I mean, I own it anyway. It's sitting over there.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
But that game apparently leads right into Infinite Wealth. So,
okay.
The next several months of my video game,
it's already planned out.
It's all set.
Yeah.
They don't need to release any new games this year.
No.
Knock it off, game industry. I'm set.
Yeah.
You know what else I played?
There are a lot of good games out. right now.
They're boy,
So
oh boy.
just saying.
They make good video games, it turns out.
They do. Yeah.
I downloaded a demo of a video game
Mhm.
as well. You'll like this, CJ. It's anime. I know you're a huge anime fan.
Anime.
I was at one time. I don't know.
He's still trying to distance himself.
I know,
from
right?
It. Like,
I don't
it's
know.
I don't understand.
Yeah. But I downloaded for the PlayStation PS5 a demo of Sandland, Akira Toriyama's, the late great Akira Toriyama's Sandland is getting a video game adaptation from the good folks at Bandai Namco.
Yeah.
And there is a demo available now. Did you download this, CJ?
I did download it, Phil.
I can understand why you would. You
CJ
really
doesn't
don't like anime.
anymore. Yeah.
Right. Did you play it at all yet?
No, I didn't play it because I'm not into anime.
Oh my goodness. But CJ hates anime, but he loves downloading stuff.
No, I did play it. Yes. I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I did.
I noticed you didn't put it on
Briefly.
your list this
Briefly.
week.
I don't really have anything to say about it.
Well, let me pick your brain about this.
Okay. Go ahead.
Is it it's a horrible demo, yes?
It's a horrible demo.
Just
It is a horrible demo.
perhaps the worst demo I've played.
I
of a
really
game.
don't know who they were making this demo for. Maybe
And
people
it's-
who like vehicles and tedium.
And when I say
So NASCAR fans?
and when I say it's a bad demo, I don't mean that the game is bad.
No.
I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
seem like it
I've
would be bad.
played the demo.
Hmm.
I have no idea if
What
it's
the
a good game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you are not aware of this,
And I'm not.
and Greg is certainly not, the way they handled this demo is they basically took just like a chunk out of the middle of the game
Yeah, the middle.
and dumps you into this world.
It's an open world.
It's an open
action,
world game,
like adventure game.
and it drops you into the middle of this vast desert, like a veritable land of sand.
Sandland.
And even like when you start it up, like a little informational box pops up on the screen and just says, "So hey, this demo, we're not going to tell you anything about the story. We're not going to set anything up for you.
That's what you want out of a demo. We're not going to sell
Yeah.
the game to you.
We're not going to
let you-
explain how the game works. We're not going to explain what the goals are.
Yeah.
Here's part of the game. The final game may be different. You better hope it is, because it tells you nothing. You're at a little camp, and you can wander around your little demon. The main character of Sandlands, this little demon prince named do you know his name? You know the little demon prince's name?
Yeah, Beelzebub.
It's Beelzebub. What a treat. Ah,
Yeah.
I love anime.
And you can run around. It's again, it's a big sandy open world. You run around. There are some dinosaurs. You can go up and punch the dinosaurs.
They're crabs.
You can go punch the crabs.
Yeah.
Or what they want you to do is to pop into one of the vehicles you have at your disposal. You have a tank, and it's kind of like a cute tank. It looks kind of like a metal sluggish type tank. You have a little mech suit, a little cute mech suit, or you have a motorcycle that looks like an Akira Toriyama Dragon Ball motorbike.
Definitely.
And you can pop into one of those and you can tool around. You can shoot stuff. I found an enemy camp with bad guy tanks, but
Yep.
you have no direction of what to do. You have
No,
no
it doesn't tell you, hey, go here.
right.
No story stuff. It's just
As
Here-
far as
here
I
you
can
go.
tell, it's basically just like you can see what it feels like to drive these vehicles.
yeah. That's the demo.
Which, I mean, the vehicle's all controlled really nice.
Sure.
The game looks good.
Yeah.
I'm still interested in playing it,
Yeah.
but what a terrible demo, though.
Doesn't seem like a good demo.
No, it's a horrible demo.
It's a horrible demo. We're in this sort of era now that I've really liked, where it's like the demo is the first part of the game, and hey, guess what? Your save progress carries over to the final game, and
Right.
that has been absolutely amazing, and has sold me on a couple of games just because it's so easy to start playing something and then hey, just bring your progress over.
Absolutely.
This doesn't do that, and it doesn't even try to present the game in any kind of positive. No, it doesn't even. It knows you're a beginner, but it doesn't really tell you what to do, anything of what to do.
It's terrible.
Where this is in the game, and for a game that I think, I mean, it's based on a manga series, and there's an anime series starting up, and a theatrical movie.
The anime, you can watch it now on Hulu.
On Hulu, yeah.
Yes.
And it's very sort of narrative driven, but it really doesn't hint at that at all.
No.
But except the English voice acting is not good.
Well,
not terribly good.
Well.
And I come from an era where the English voice acting was not terribly good. So all the anime that I've seen generally had mid dubs. Anyway, they did get much better later.
Yes.
But anyway.
But yeah, it's
bad.
I'm still very interested in the full game, but
I'm less interested in the full game because of the demo, and
yeah.
I watched a gameplay overview video that really went heavy into you can customize every single part of your tank, and
I don't want to have to do that.
Combinations and just like kit everything out to your playstyle. I was like, all right, where's the easy button?
Yeah.
Show me where the optimize button
where's the equip all the best stuff?
Exactly. That's what I want to hear. But I didn't see that gone over in the
yeah, the demo, obviously it doesn't let you carry your progress over because it is just a random chunk in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
But it does say if you play the demo, you will earn like some special items in the full game.
They're encouraging you to play their shitty demo.
And I don't know
extra stuff.
I don't know,
you have to
like
finish the demo.
That's
can you just
can you finish the demo? I don't know if you can. Do you just have to turn on the demo and just load it up
and create a save? Where
do you have to do you have to accomplish a goal? Do you have to finish?
I didn't
this
see a
demo. If
there was no goal presented to me,
if indeed such a thing is possible, it tells you nothing.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway,
that's disappointing.
Yeah, you know what? I'm probably still gonna pick up the full game when it comes out.
Yeah.
Just because, like I said, it looks nice. It controlled well.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sad about Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
So I'll probably pick it up and play it. But oof, what a demo!
Not a good one.
No.
Remember the Blue Dragon demo? That was terrible too.
I don't actually.
That was a terrible.
I think you remember that more than anyone else.
I like the game. The
right,
demo,
right.
Crappy, and it was very similar. It was like we'll take out a vertical slice of the game, not tell you anything about what's happening. Yeah.
Why they doing Akira Toriyama creations like that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Disappointing.
Yes.
That's it though. That's really what I've been playing.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I guess that means it's time for tweets.
Should I do the song now? I did the song earlier and you yelled at me.
Do the song again.
Tweedledee, oh tweedledee, twiddle, twiddle. A tweet. Oh.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Phil. For
You're
doing
welcome.
that. Thank you very much.
Would you like to hear the second verse?
No, I wouldn't. All right, Hacker
Second
Alias.
verse, same as the first.
Listener Andrew says this: by the time GTA 6 comes out in 2025, it will have been 12 years between them. Let's say it takes GTA 7 15 years to come out next. That would put you guys in your 60s. How do you feel about that? Hopefully, you'll be able to retire and work on your back catalog. Maybe play the latest GTA.
That's awesome.
Oh,
So this is
Ugh.
fantasy, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Be able to retire. I mean,
12 years between
I don't-
GTAs.
yeah. I love GTA. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited about this one coming out. I don't really feel strongly about whether it takes a really long time for the next one to come out.
Yeah.
But
Why
I
is
mean,
that?
I don't know. I just don't. I don't, it's not like it's a long continuous story. It's not like there's been a
that's true.
cliffhanger that we're waiting to resolve or anything like that. It's just
Right.
sort of jumping back into another similarly crafted world that I really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And just, usually I think the stories in those games are fun. So I'm looking forward to experiencing it. But I mean, there's so many other games to experience. It would suck if it was the last GTA I ever got to play, but so be it. God, I can't believe it's been 12 years though.
12 years. Well, in GTA Online, it's just been a cash machine
Well, yeah.
for
Yeah.
Rockstar.
Yeah.
So they didn't need to make a new
Yeah.
GTA, right? All right. I feel old from that tweet, by the way.
You're the youngest one here.
Seriously.
I know.
You should feel old from having to drink colonoscopy juice.
Yeah.
That's what you should feel old about.
Every night before
Oh.
bed.
Keeps
Luckily,
me regular.
Don't have to drink that every night before bed. That would be terrible. All right. Let's do this one from Hacker Alias Mudron, who says, assuming they don't get to cook up a new IP on their own, what franchise would you think would benefit from Larian's style of anything goes RPG design from Baldur's Gate 3? Let them make a new Mass Effect, Paper Mario, UHF, so we can see Weird Al's Twinkie Wiener sandwich.
I'm for that.
Yes.
You lost me. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Larian,
You lost me a Twinkie Wiener sandwich.
the developer Larian that made Baldur's Gate 3.
Mhm.
They have made RPGs just in general, not that aren't Dungeons and Dragons licensed, although this one is. What would you want to see them lend their talent in making a anything goes narrative RPG to a different IP?
Oh. I don't know. I don't think a Paper Mario would make any sense.
No,
But, no, I don't know.
What
Anything
about
else?
Dragon's Age?
an RPG based in the Last of Us universe, I think would be fun.
As long as it wasn't the same characters.
Well, you'd create a character like
Yeah.
you do in Baldur's Gate.
Let's see them do a Fallout. A Fallout I'd actually want to play.
Oh,
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go. A
I
Fallout
have not played
actually
Dragon
wanna-
Age, but my wife is big into Dragon Age, so
So Dragon Age is going to.
I bet she would dig that kind of
Yeah.
take on it. Yeah.
Aren't they making a new Dragon Age game?
Are they?
Yes, I
Oh,
believe they are.
well, tough guy. What is it?
It's not out yet.
They-
Games take 12 years to make. I don't know if you were paying attention during our last tweet. Games take
I wasn't.
a long time. So, yeah,
Dragon Age Dreadwolf? Is that what you're talking about?
maybe. I'm not a Dragon Age fan, so I don't know.
I just typed in new Dragon Age into Google.
Yeah.
The first hit is from February, and it's Games Radar saying Dragon Age Dreadwolf, everything you need to know.
Everything you need to know about colons.
Yep. People also ask, is Dragon Age Dreadwolf ever coming out? And if I expand that little question, it says, according to Jeff Grubb,
Oh,
The Jeff Grubb?
a Jeff Grubb, it doesn't specify which.
wait, there's another one?
I mean,
Probably.
statistically speaking,
Probably.
Dreadwolf to be shown this summer and planned release later this year.
Oh,
BioWare
you
is
go.
internally confident on the release date. That's according to Jeff Grubb.
yeah, but is he going to bet shaving his head on it?
I don't know.
You should talk to Jeff Grubb.
Yeah.
All right. Or make a Lost RPG. How about a Lost RPG?
Jesus.
Since I just finished my rewatch of Lost fairly recently, I'm back into it. I'm thinking they definitely make a spin-off a series at some point, right? I mean, that's got to happen. Prestige TV just, I mean, they're not going to let that IP go, right?
But it seems like they did.
I guess they did, but they could bring it back and make a new one. Bring back Hurley. Yeah.
What's Hurley doing these days?
I don't know. What is Hurley doing these days?
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
literally why I asked you.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's move on, shall we?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do this one from Acralius Shu, who says, did any of you guys ever play Pressure Cooker on the 2600? Still a playable classic to this day. If not, check it out after the show. Keep up the great work.
I would have to go look this up.
That's an Activision game?
It's an Activision game.
I don't think I have.
I just typed in Pressure Cooker and nothing else. That didn't really lead me to the 2600 game.
I typed in
No.
Pressure Cooker 2600.
Yeah.
That probably did.
I have not played this.
Pressure Cooker?
I didn't play it.
It looks cute though.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
So you're building different foods. I think you're building burgers. But yeah,
In
you're
a pressure
so-
cooker?
like the whole idea is that there's a not a treadmill. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
A conveyor belt.
You're not
and you're
using a
supposed to be-
pressure cooker.
You're supposed to be building different
under
burgers
pressure.
to the specifications that are on the bottom of the screen, and then
Okay.
and then delivering them. It's a good game. It's well, I mean, a lot of Activision games were really good back then.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I played this. This is great, and I agree. You should go play it if you haven't played it before. There are some extremely playable games for the 2600 even today. Like,
Very few, but there are some.
well, yeah, sure, very few, but I mean, that was kind of the thing that
And
a
Activision
lot of
games.
almost all the Activision games, but a lot of those the best 2600 games had going, even when they were arcade conversions, is they normally didn't look anything like the arcade game because they couldn't.
Right.
But
Right.
they would so wonderfully capture the feel of the arcade games. Like I look back at Centipede is a great example.
Mhm.
Centipede for the 2600 is fantastic. So is Missile Command.
Yeah.
So is well, there was another one that was in my brain and now it's gone. But either way, but yeah, Activision games you usually couldn't go wrong. They were usually a Kaboom.
Oh yeah.
Pitfall, this
River Raid.
Skijinks.
Keystone Capers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just such good stuff. Ice hockey.
Pressure Cooker, by the way, is a Gary Kitchen game.
Ah,
of
excellent.
He formed Accolade, eventually? Or was that Absolute?
Absolute. Yeah.
Fun fact:
Yeah.
all those game companies, starting with the letter A, were so that they would appear first in listings, appear ahead
Well,
of
there
their
you go.
counterparts. That's true of
Are you
Activision.
saying-
That's
are you
true
saying
of
that all the-
Acclaim.
The plumbers that I've seen that are called
Pretty much.
AAA.
Yep, that's exactly why. So they'd be first in the phone book.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Accolade was named that way. Activision was named that way. Acclaim was named like that. A lot of those
Yeah.
companies were
AAA Aardvark games.
Mm-hmm.
Also the same reason.
There you
Anyway,
go.
yes, great game. Pressure
All
cooker.
right. What's our time looking like?
CJ's done with this. He
Yeah,
wants to know
really.
if we can leave without getting in trouble.
We'll do another one from Hagarelius Nato, who says, "At what age did you all introduce video games to your kids? How did you know they were ready for them?"
Well, CJ, I think he put Grand Theft Auto in front of his daughter when she was like 1.
Yep.
No, that was Far
Soak
Cry
it up.
Primal, and the beginning of Far Cry Primal, where they kill a mammoth, scarred her for life. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
I played
the
Kirby's Epic Yarn with my daughter when she was 4.
Yeah, I mean, my kids had games in front of them pretty much right from the start.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I was just careful as to what games they were. That's all.
I mean, I have a photo somewhere of Finn, probably before he's 1 year old, sitting with an iPhone with playing
Right.
I mean, playing quote unquote Fruit Ninja.
But I mean, that's a great point. And I think that when these, and I don't know that of the person who's asking this question, but I think a lot of times when this question gets asked, the people don't stop and think that, I mean, our kids at least were born post iPhone.
Yeah.
And so video games are so
Games
ubiquitous now,
are
you
just
know,
a
anytime they were, like I have pictures of same thing of all my kids, but I have one in particular I can think of my youngest where she's sitting there while my 2 older kids are at a swim lesson and she's playing with her mother's iPhone to keep her occupied. Clearly she's playing a game and she might have been 2.
Yeah.
You know, like, so yeah,
totally.
pretty early on.
Yeah, early on, there's really no reason to hold back in that regard, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Although maybe limit what they play.
Unless you're CJ.
Unless you're me.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and I would, Dana and I would both sit around and play video games while he was
Oh, hell yeah.
little. So yeah, he'd certainly see us playing games.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
there you go.
Fairly young, I guess, is the answer.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up with another question from our good friend Bill Mudron, who says, "Is Batman a scientist? How are you celebrating?
Sometimes.
Batman's a scientist.
How are you celebrating the 25th anniversary of The Matrix in a week? And what was the best food Phil had at Disneyland?" Oh, that's a good one.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yes. I didn't know it was the 25th anniversary, and Phil can answer the last part.
Yes. I also didn't know.
I should watch that movie with my kids next
The
week.
Matrix.
It's a good movie.
The
first movie's great.
The first
second
Matrix
movie had a
is
great
very-
car chase scene.
No, it didn't.
Yeah?
Yeah, it did. That highway. Yes, it was.
Whatever.
You don't know. It was great.
Our good friend Shane Bettenhausen is an extra.
Yes, he's an extra in that. His car, you can see his car in different scenes, and you can see him streak by as he's sitting on the cement.
Oh, can you really?
Yeah, he used to recreate his scene in The Matrix for us, where he was just sitting on something holding his head because he was injured.
Oh, that's funny.
He pointed out where it is in the movie to me once, and it's literally you can't even tell it's a person. It's
right.
He's a stationary object when I think Trinity is driving by on the motorbike, and she's going like
that's funny.
an insane speed. So it's like zip, and it's gone.
Bill Mudron. Speaking of movie extras, is in Kevin Smith's Dogma.
Oh, the movie that you can't re-release.
That's the one.
Ah.
And it's because Bill's in it.
Uh-huh. I believe I've heard him say that in various talks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's an extra in Dogma.
That's amazing. I did not know that. Huh.
Yep. The best food I had at Disneyland. Let me think here.
Aerosol cheese.
What's that?
Do you have any aerosol cheese at Disneyland?
Disneyland is known for its aerosol cheese.
I mean, that is the main thing people go there for, but no, I didn't. Mainly because they charge so much for it.
Well, yeah.
But they squirt it out into the shape of Mickey Mouse, so it's worth the expense.
Yeah.
If you have the funds.
FUNS funds.
I mean, I had one of their churros. Their churros are very good.
Oh,
churros
was
are
it
quite good.
Was it shaped like Mickey?
No.
No, it was
churro.
shaped like a
It was just
stick.
regular churro. Yeah.
It was it was just like a tube. It was shaped like a tube.
Okay.
I had one of their iconic Dole Whips,
Okay.
which was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say this, the hype, the legend of the Dole Whip, that kind of, maybe a little overhyped. It's just soft serve ice
is it
cream
just
that
you can't get it elsewhere? Is that the thing?
I guess it's just pineapple flavored soft serve.
I really enjoyed it.
I mean, it's good. It was very good.
Yeah.
But everyone's just like, oh my God, I got to go to the Disney and get a Dole Whip.
Yeah.
They paint it up like it's a big thing. It was,
Well, maybe it's a big thing for other people, but Phil, you're a connoisseur of various flavored
it's
treats,
pineapple, and boy oh boy, I love pineapple.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
On pizza.
I'm a big fan of pineapple.
Pineapple
not
on pizza's
being
fine.
on pizza.
I like
Pineapple on
pineapple
pizza is fine.
I know.
Pineapple on pizza is good.
You know
little
what?
Pineapple and pepperoni pizza. That's a good time.
You may not remember this, CJ.
Yeah.
My first experience with pineapple pizza was with you.
Was it really?
It was back when we were living in Marin. You wanted to order a pizza. And you said, I'm going to get a Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
And I said, I've never had
You were
Hawaiian
like, what are they
pizza.
going to fly that all the way across the Pacific? That doesn't seem efficient at
Seems
all.
like it'd get cold.
Yeah.
That's right.
Pizza guy's got 30 seconds coming
Pizza
from
guy's
Honolulu.
got 30 seconds.
But I never had it. And you said, well, you should try it. It's pretty good. I like it.
It is. Yeah.
And I said, okay. And I tried it and I said, oh, this is not for me.
Yeah.
This is not for me. But
it's the least surprising part of that story. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the Dole Whip was good, but again, it's pineapple soft serve.
Okay. Yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah.
You know what? I liked I liked the corn dog. I had a corn dog. They have very nice, very large corn dogs with a lot of fried dough all over them.
Yeah.
It was also very good.
Corn dogs make me feel sick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't had a corn dog in
only in recent years.
But yeah.
Okay.
We had dinner one night at the Blue Bayou restaurant.
Yeah.
Which is attached to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Okay.
And in fact, you can sit right at the edge of the water and watch
Ooh, that's nice.
people going
that's cool.
into the ride.
Okay.
And occasionally they will start shouting over at the people at the restaurant.
Of course.
Enjoy your meal. That kind of thing.
Do they do it in a Mickey Mouse voice? Like that
Enjoy your meal, everybody. Have a good time.
There you go.
No, they didn't.
Oh.
Because they would get sued.
Well.
Very litigious. The Disney corporation. And I had a steak at the Blue Bayou, and it was terrible.
Oh, okay.
It was an absolutely terrible steak. But at least it was very expensive.
And memorable.
And I was sitting next to a bunch of stagnant water.
Yeah,
in a theme park ride.
And a bunch of people saying hi every time.
No, it was very the atmosphere was actually quite nice,
Oh yeah.
being in the darkened restaurant and looking out into the darkened ride and everything. It was very cute. But yeah, that steak was nasty.
Okay.
But I guess I'll say corn dog.
God, this has been a long answer for your favorite food at Disneyland.
We're still going on this.
I mean, do you have something to contribute, Amazing
No,
Larry?
the question was for you.
The question was for you.
And what question was for me? I guess corn dog. Sure.
That was just a long road to corn dog.
Corn dog.
That's all I'm saying.
We'll say corn dog.
That's a show title. Long road. To
Jesus.
The long road.
It's good.
The corn dog.
I think that's a show. I think
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, and that is show.
Oh wait,
for
I had
this
this
week.
cookie.
Thank you very much for
Uh,
listening. If you have a question for us or would like to comment on something you heard, you can direct that to P1 Podcast on the Twitters or any other social media platform. We are at P1 Podcast on that. Just send us a message or something like that. We also have an internet website, player1podcast.com. There you'll find our contact information. You'll find blog entries about Sega CD stuff from Mr. Greg Seward. I found out one of our listeners found the podcast via your blog entries about Sega CD.
really?
Is that right?
Yeah, I did.
I'm.
find that
How
out.
did you find that out? Did someone send you a message?
No, we were every Saturday I play Walkabout Mini Golf on the Quest with some of our listeners, and
Mhm.
our listener Sean, I think Sean697 is his Discord name. He told
yeah,
me
okay,
we were talking about how long it's been they've been listeners or whatever, and how they found the show. And Sean said he found the show via the blog entries about Sega CD stuff.
I think I knew
Wow.
that. I thought you were talking about something a little bit more recent because I was going to say I think
No.
it's hilarious that you always mention this
Yeah,
because I haven't written one in
in a year or two.
more than a year.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
than a year.
I love
But,
that you bring it up, but it's
You'll also find
No.
Generation 16 episodes like the Gain Ground episode that
CJ watched.
that I watched and enjoyed.
You know,
quite-
looking at player1podcast.com right now, I also see there's a link there to the Points of Articulation podcast
How long
Yeah,
has
let's
that been
just
off
say
the air?
We
that my
We need
buddy
to
Justin
update
and I did
we-
like 4 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It's been a minute.
it's been a couple minutes. But hey, if you go to our website, you can read show notes. and
Basically,
links
don't go to the
all-
website.
Don't go there. But you could, if you want to, you can read show notes and links to all the things that we talked about on the show. There.
That's true.
And that also means a link to our Discord server where you can discuss this episode with us and our other listeners.
If you would like to subscribe to the Player One podcast, you can do so, I guess, by visiting player1podcast.com.
You certainly can. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, you can.
Or by loading up your favorite podcast listening app. We're also on Spotify. You can like us on Facebook. You can watch video archives of our show on the youtubes.com/P1 podcast, or you can watch us live on the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the Twitch television's Justin TV, I think.
Nice.
I don't think so.
Nice.
Is that we're still on there?
You maybe?
I don't know.
No, probably not.
Tell you what though, we do that every Sunday night at 5:30 specific time most weeks. Just follow one of our many social media accounts to find out when we are doing our next live show, but it's typically then, if you want to listen, and you know you do. And I'll tell you what, if you like what you've heard, and how could you can head over to patreon.com/P1 podcast. Throw a few shekels our way. Maybe CJ will buy a third computer so we can get another angle of his room.
Mhm.
That's
The
right.
more computers he has lined up,
Maybe.
this one
Soon
provides
it'll be
us
like
with-
the Matrix.
oh,
He gets
ooh,
enough computers, it'll be like bullet time.
bullet time it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Go send in your Patreon funds for that. I like this one angle here because we get a better view of the magnet board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
no, your Patreon funds, of course, go to help support our show and keep us streaming and everything each week. All those costs what come with running a podcast. But I'll tell you what, friend O's, if you are indeed a Patreon subscriber of the $5 tier,
Cheap.
you gain access to a special weekly bonus episode. We record it right after this, where we play games, crack wise, and have fun doing all the stuff we can't do on the regular show. ZJ,
Yes.
I have a question for you.
What's your question, Phil?
what is your favorite food that you had at Disneyland?
Burger.
A burger.
No, I it's been so long since I've been to Disneyland. I don't think I remember. I haven't been in the park in a long time. I've been to uh downtown Disney or
Right.
That's whatever that's called now.
whatever that's called now. I've been to the
Downtown. I think it's just. I think it's still called Downtown Disney.
Disneyland
really?
Hotel. There's like a tiki bar in there. I've been there,
Okay,
but
not the
if-
tiki room.
CJ never passes up a
tiki
chance to
room.
go to a good tiki bar.
That's true.
Well, true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The tiki room is
that's different.
That's different. That's an animatronic show.
Yeah.
Yes, within the park.
Yes.
Greg is shrinking. For those watching the video,
Yes.
Greg is going away.
Yeah.
We'll miss him dearly.
But yeah, I don't recall any particular food item that.
That's
I,
okay. Oh my gosh, he's back.
Yeah.
Here's another question for you, CJ. Do we have a game for this week?
We do have
Oh,
a game
goodness.
this week, Phil. We have a backlog of games actually.
Oh,
Tonight I think we're gonna do listener Compo has sent us a Tetris screenshot Jeopardy.
Oh yeah, so I mentioned that.
oh yeah.
So we're gonna try that out.
That's going to be very difficult.
Well,
think.
I am familiar with a few Tetris games.
That's true.
So
That is true.
Wait, they kept making Tetris after the Game Boy version?
yes.
One or two.
Why?
Yes, they did. Because
Well,
why not?
Dear
join
God,
us
let's
to
get out of this
see
episode.
if we can identify Tetris.
Yeah, we'll see if we can identify Tetris. See how good we are. At that.
Different Tetrises.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if you have a couple bucks left over, please go to patreon.com/Greg Seward to help support Greg's outstanding, and it is outstanding, web series about North America's favorite runner-up, the Sega Genesis.
Thank you, Phil. And if you are a patron of the $5 tier,
Oh, so cheap.
welcome back, Satan.
Always a pleasure, Greg.
You get access to the Weekly Commute, which is a vlog series where I talk about what I've been working on, the current progress of various different projects, anything else that's on my mind, and what I really think of Phil and CJ. It ain't pretty. You'll want to join. Please support the show.
There you go.
But then neither are we.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty, that is.
Face for radio.
Mm-hmm. Is that it then?
I think that's it.
CJ,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Thank you, Phil.
Absolutely.
Gregory?
Yo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Satan.
Absolutely.
And a big old thank you to you, our wonderful, wonderful listeners, every single darn 20 hours. Always take care of yourself, your loved one, your family, your friends. Do what you got to do to be safe. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourself. And we hope to see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Toodaloodles.